At this time last year, you were celebrating your 14th birthday. You were in the school gardens surrounded by your friends. A teacher brought you tea and cakes while a wealthy merchant's son wove a crown of flowers for your head. It didn't matter so much that you were a princess then. Your title was something for the future. Many of your peers would be duchesses or earls or the like someday, but not then. You were children. Your parents could not attend on the actual day, but they did send a wonderful gift, some for you and some for you to share. And a week later they came for a visit, and your mother took you with her through the countryside in a splendid carriage. It was the last time you would ever see her. You wonder if, wherever she is, she can see you now. You are 15 years old, a legal adult. You have worked and studied and suffered and prepared, and now the time has come. You kneel before the priestess, barely hearing her words as she recites the blessings. She calls upon the gods to deliver peace, wisdom and prosperity to you and through you to all of Nova, and then she calls upon you for your oath of rulership. Will you guide and govern and protect your people to the best of your ability according to law and custom? I will. Will you, to the best of your power, uphold the ideals of love, honour, justice and mercy? I will. Lords and ladies assembled, I present to you your undoubted queen who has sworn you her loyalty. You who have come to give homage, will you do the same? One at a time, the head of each duchy approaches your throne and kneels to swear his or her service to you and your heirs. People of Nova, I give you Elodie, daughter of Fidelia, your true sovereign. What say you all? Long live the Queen, long live the Queen, long live the Queen. Thank you, I will. The following year, Elodie and Talarist were married in a ceremony that threatened to rival her coronation for pomp and splendour. Talarist brought with him a gift of fine white horses and encouraged his young wife to amuse herself while he enjoyed his new place in Novan politics. He was clearly in no hurry to provide an heir to the throne. Once his daughter was secure on her throne, Jocelyn returned to his birthplace to focus on his duties as Duke of Caloris. He soon became engaged to the Countess Sirin. As Lumen minister, Lucille requisitioned the mauve crystal that Elodie had taken from the Shanjian king and offered it to her daughter. Somewhat to Elodie's surprise, Charlotte was able to activate the crystal's power and bond with it, becoming Nova's youngest Lumen. The young queen wondered if something in the careful ritual of Togami's jewel had affected the crystal's resonance. Surely her favourite cousin could not have the same personality as that madman. Following Elodie's victory over the Shanjian king, public opinion of lumens rose to a height that hadn't been seen for 100 years. Young children would dress up and play at being magical kings and queens. Freed from the need for secrecy, the Duchess Juliana and the priestess Celine were able to announce their shared magical powers and their love. At Elodie's prompting, the lovers pledged their devotion to each other in a private ceremony, after which Celine retired from the priesthood to accompany her wife to Ursel. After the failed invasion, relations with Shangia remained tense. First came the recriminations and demands from the Queen of Shangia, devastated by the death of her husband, which Elodie ignored. Next came the subtler approaches, the quiet gratitude and offers for alliance from ministers who were thrilled to see Togami gone. Elodie ignored those also, which was just as well, since the next thing to arrive was the preserved head of one of those traitorous ministers sent by the Queen of Shangia as a warning. There was no sign of war in the immediate future, but there was not likely to be alliance either. As a lumen, it was Elodie's responsibility to defend Nova from monstrous threats. She decided that the monsters within the realm were every bit as dangerous as those outside, and thus set herself to the task of conquering the Old Forest. Each monster would have to be identified and carefully studied in order to defeat it without upsetting the balance. It would take many years to reach the heart of the forest, but Elodie was undaunted, and thus Queen Elodie's legacy stretched into the future.